to say good morning from Ghana. And it's a pleasure to be in Kigali. A round of applause for all my Rwandan brothers and sisters. In Ghana, we hear so much about Kigali. I've heard so much. I got here and I was like, wow, this is a beautiful country.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm going to go back and tell my fellow Ghanaians that there's a place to come and have vacation. And I'm very sure business, right? Or, are we hungry? Yes, I want to hear my Wonder Women. If you know you are happy to hear, let me hear you say something. Right, I wanted to be sure that I'm in the right place. I've been given 20 minutes. I had prepared for 45. So, we're going to see how we're going to create wonders today, right? Great, okay. Let's see. I hope I'm able to do justice to this slide. Can I have technical team support me here? How are you going to be able to connect to your inner Wonder Woman and crush the barriers keeping you from your best life? Now, before we delve into this as quickly as possible, I have 3 questions to ask 3 confident women who are able to let us know something about themselves before we delve into today's business. Is somebody controlling it for me? I have to do it. Right. Now, what do you picture as your best life? Is somebody bold enough to let me know what she pictures as her best life? Now, when I do these things and nobody responds, if I like your face, I'll call you. So pray I don't like your face if you don't want to talk. Right. What do you consider or picture as your best life? Because what is best life to me is not best life to you. And in Africa, women seem not to be permitted to want to go beyond a certain stereotype. But they're going to break those barriers. It's not true. Because there are many Wonder Women sitting here who are evidences of breaking those barriers. So to you, what is a picture? What do you see as a best life for you? Anybody want to try? I have 20 minutes and they're counting. When it gets to 20 minutes, where I get to is where I stop. Anybody? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Does anybody have a mic to give her? Thank you very much. No.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
What I understand or what I want, what do you picture as your best life? In my own capacity and my own understand is to understand one another and to become educated in different area, different perspective, so that you can impact it to others and we can have peace in our country or our world. Thank you.
Beautiful. I love that. Now, somebody else here may say her best life is traveling around the world, having no problems, right? Anybody here wish they didn't have problems? What is stopping you from achieving your best? What is stopping you? Think about it. I don't have time to ask everybody this question, but I want you to reflect on this. And then what goals have you set for yourself to achieve your best life? A friend of mine says, slay your best life. You've heard about the slay queens, right? Yeah. But we say slay your best life. As women, like every other human being, life is going to be very tough. In fact, life is already tough. COVID-19 has come to make it tougher, right? Before COVID-19, life was a bit shaken. COVID-19 came to just sweep us off our feet in a very negative way. And statistics have it that a lot of women suffered a lot because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Abuse, violence, and what have you became prevalent. It was almost a pandemic as well. And so we do have a lot of us who, because of experiences that we did not plan for, have become stuck. We can't move. Because we believe the lie that is the best we'll become. Either because of what your husband told you, if unfortunately you're not as happy as our first speaker who's been married for 37 years to a wonderful African man. Congratulations to all men like that. Or in your family, everybody keeps going the same way. No matter who makes the effort, you're the same. And all you can do is to sit and admire the women in this room and say, how I wish I could be like them. Because you seem to think that life selects certain people to be in a certain way. So we say all fingers are not equal, right? But guess what? All fingers have their unique capabilities. God didn't make it equal, but God made every single finger useful. So when one is cut off, the body feels weird. Never ever believe that because of where you are coming from, that is your final destination. Life is not moved by how you feel. Life is not moved by pity party. My life has always been like this. I can't move from here. I'm in an abusive relationship. In Africa, you're not supposed to leave. You have to endure. Is that not what they tell us? Yeah, it's a lie. If it is to the detriment of your mental health, you have a right to self-care. Don't allow superstition that does not add value to your life become your anthem. Who says that because you're a woman, you're not human? Who said that? No. Even the men rely on you to support. So if you don't support yourself, how do you support the man? It is not possible. So you need to take control of your life because it is yours. So I said life is not moved by feelings. But what is it moved by? Decision. Decide today that this is the last day I will be called a failure. This is the last day I would be called useless. This is the last day I will be defeated. This is the last day my business will not move higher. Nobody will do it for you. There is no pity party anywhere. I want to show you an African proverb I love. Can we move? Or yes. Maybe some of you have seen it. Maybe you haven't. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up. The gazelle knows where it lives. If it doesn't outrun the fastest lion, it will be killed. In that very same Africa, that very same bush, the lion who is chasing that gazelle knows if it does not run or outrun that gazelle, it will be hungry. It doesn't matter if you are a lion. It doesn't matter if you're a gazelle. When you wake up every morning, make sure your purpose, you are running towards it. Run. Don't walk. Don't crawl. Run. It is a very deep proverb that makes us understand that as the sun sets and as it rises, everything that happens to you is your decision. Once is a mistake, the second time is a decision. It means that you did not learn the lesson that the mistake wanted you to get. Can we move to the next slide? What are the defining moments that connects you to your inner woman? Now, before you find yourself as a Wonder Woman, before you find yourself achieving your best life, there are three things you must learn to manage: pain, loss, change. Pain is inevitable. No matter how we try to avoid it, it's inevitable. I've had my fair share. Loss of a loved one, be it a husband, a sister, father, mother, a child, a best friend, a job, a business. It's difficult. And then change, we don't like it. We love to be comfortable. As it's going this way, we don't want it to move up or down. We just want to be comfortable. But the very people we admire today, Michelle Obama, mention women in Africa you admire, please. Let me hear. If you admire yourself, call your name. Can I hear somebody say something? Can you mention names of women you love? Or some? I wish as you were mentioning the names, they were popping up like that in the air. Beautiful. But what is the difference between them and we? What is the difference? The difference is the ability to handle and manage these three things. That is all. If you want to be able to go through life and get to your destination, the easiest thing for you to do is to know who you are and close your ears, be deaf to the noises that people make about you that does not correspond to who you are. Let's go to the next slide, if you may. The quality that distinguishes a successful person from one who is otherwise like him or her is the capacity to manage disappointment and loss. John C. Maxwell. Next slide. How do we crush those barriers we were born with? How do we crush those barriers that stand between us and where we want to see and we call ourselves, that is the best life? Number one, know your purpose and stick to it. The doctor said it. She made it clear. I was so impressed. Look at where she started from and look at where she is today. You are not defined by the color of your skin. I'm sorry. You are defined by your ability to believe in yourself. Live a life of faith. I don't know how anybody is able to live this life without having a relationship with God. I don't know how. But I know I couldn't have made it here without him. In the midst of pain, disappointment, loss, and change, you have to remain hopeful and optimistic. It is not a feeling to be happy. You don't wait for that wow moment before you are happy. Learn how to be happy on the way to your future. Did you know that grief and joy can be managed together? So somebody here has lost something so that you feel that is the end of your life. You don't have a right to be happy. Who said it? It's not true. You can feel grief and joy at the same time and still achieve your goal. Stop being normal. Women are not supposed to be in politics. Women are not supposed to be doctors. Women are not supposed to be whatever. Stop being normal. The glass ceiling these days are not there because of the men. It's there because of our unbelief. I don't believe in the glass ceiling. It's not true. You are all seated here because the glass ceiling didn't stop you. Let us continue to spread this message to our daughters and our daughters' friends. It's not about being a man's world. It's about you bringing something to the table in confidence. Don't be normal, but don't normalize the abnormal. Stress. Your BP is very high. It's okay. It's life. Says who? Depression. Too many women, statistics have it, the mental home. For whatever reason. Unfortunately, what causes them to be in the mental home is not in the mental home. Manage your emotions. It's possible. Seek help quickly. Abuse is not normal. Verbal, physical, emotional. It is not normal. Fear. Fear, the feeling is normal, but living in it is not normal. Two different things. You will feel afraid. Be afraid, but do it afraid. When you do it afraid, you conquer fear. Indiscipline. I don't feel like. I don't want to. Do it. The motivation will follow you. You don't need to be motivated all the time. It's not true. You don't need to feel inspired every day to get up in the morning as a woman, take care of your children. If you're married, your husband, or if you're caring for aged in a home, you don't need to feel like it before you go to work. When you do it, the joy of accomplishing it will give you the motivation. Don't wait for a motivational speaker to tell you to do it. Just do it. Defeat is not normal. I know what failure is. When I see it, I laugh. In those days, I used to be afraid. Now when it comes to me, I say, come, I know you. Let's have a cup of tea. Because failure introduces me to how not to do it again. Self-pity. The world does not care how you feel. It is good to be kind. What if you don't meet a kind person? Will you kill yourself? Sit down, put a chair, have self-therapy. If you are like me that believes in God, I say, God, sit down, let's talk. I don't understand what's going on here. This is not what you told me. What am I missing out? If you need to do group therapy, do it. But don't end there. As a woman, you must be a woman of excellence. Mediocrity cannot be your signature. Listen, if you have to do it, make sure it is excellent or don't do it. When we call your name, what do we remember? Today is the first time many of you are seeing me. I'm leaving an impression. It may be good, it may be bad. Think of yourself that way. You are a brand. Whatever you do will open doors for you. Loss of focus. Be a woman of focus. Every morning when you wake up, what is making you get up? Even when you don't want to get up. Be a woman of focus. Build meaningful relationships. Your network is your net worth. Money is not the presence of dollars. Sorry, wealth is not the presence of dollars in your pocket or account. If I know one rich woman, I'm fine. If I always work with rich women and I don't have a money in my account, there is no way people will not think I'm rich. Wrong? If every time I'm failing in business, it's not working, and I find myself with successful women, give me 1 year. I will rob off fun. I tell people, if you want to succeed, work with people that succeed. That's all. You don't need anything else. Every day, find yourself with them. Add value to them. Give to them. Don't always get. Give. When people see you're always a giver, they won't run away from you. Are you the person that when your phone is, the phone is going to see your name, put the phone down? Or are you the person when they see you, they pick up the call? Which woman are you? Self-care is not selfish. Take care of yourself. Add value to yourself. What you learned yesterday, in 3 years is irrelevant. Keep learning. Keep reading. Don't be ashamed to say you don't know. When you go for programs like this, ask questions. Panelists will be coming in very soon. I have 2 minutes. Panelists will be coming here very soon. When you hear something you've not heard before, ask. Comparison is a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself to your sister. Compliment each other. Compliment. What do I have that you don't have? Let's work together. Build partnerships. Use your uniqueness to form a force. Let's go to the last slide. In conclusion, I promise you, after leaving you and making you feel motivated, you will have another reason to give up. But no matter how valid your excuses are, it will not change your life. Excuses are the tools of the incompetent, monuments of nothingness. Those who use them will never amount to anything in life. There is an inner Wonder Woman in each and every one of you, waiting to be unleashed. Crush those barriers and let them out. Thank you very much. Thank